Hello and welcome to the weather update at 7:30, November 18th, 2020. Started off with some clouds. The afternoon was nice and sunny. And yeah, I did get to some pines, but not exactly where I wanted to go because I wanted to go to Rocky Point, but I saw the clouds developing, and also it was a broken rail east of Stony Brook, so it would have been too much of a hassle. And then there were switch problems or signal problems around Jamaica. But I did go back to Deer Park. All right, yeah, I know some people say I shouldn't because there's some issues going on in that area, but you know, sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you have to go, so you don't build up a fear of it. Because otherwise, you know, the things that are going on in that area, like what I read yesterday, are probably not involving random people. They're probably involving vagrants. So if you're not a vagrant, hopefully it's not a danger to you. But anyway, I didn't see any vagrants there, which was good. Well, actually, I did at the station, but it was a nice afternoon. So let's take a look at the weather. We'll first start off with the skies, and you can see there was some clouds over us. This was, I guess, around noon. This satellite image was taken here, and you can see the patch of clouds right over the middle of Suffolk County, right where the Pine Barrens are. And then there was another smaller patch in New Jersey, but I'm not going to go into New Jersey because it's not. And then by the afternoon, this is what it looked like. So it really cleared out nicely in the afternoon. And these are some more shots from later in the afternoon here. So uh, let's go take a look at the loop. You'll see what happened here on the satellite when we look at the loop as well. Though we had some clouds popping up. Um, this is you can see that Cirrus is about to roll in on us for tomorrow. You can see all the clouds that started off over Suffolk County, some over Ocean too, by the way. And then as the afternoon went on, once we got to like 1 o'clock, the skies were became mostly sunny and nice and clear. You have that instability cloudiness, but there's the Cirrus, the warm air advection that's going to affect us tomorrow. Another look at the satellite image here. This is like an 120 frame satellite image just to show you most of the day. It didn't really turn out nice and clear. So let's go take a look at some of the current conditions outside right now. Well, let's go to this first. Okay, so current conditions outside right now. Temperatures are around 32 degrees. 30 degrees. We are about to go below freezing. So we are going to get below freezing tonight, I think, in a lot of areas. Still a wind up at West Hampton, so I guess that's why it hasn't radiated. Looking at New Jersey, same deal. Temperatures around 30 degrees. 32 degrees. Look at the dew points. This is very dry air. Dew points in the teens. So, yeah, this is dry air, obviously. Let's take a look at the high temperature today. And you'll see it was quite a cool day. Actually, we didn't even make it up to 40 on Long Island. Look at that. So it's actually a little colder than forecast. 35. It only hit 35 in Carl Place. 37 at Farmingdale. 36 at Islip. 37 at West Hampton. So much cooler. The city also only 35. I have a feeling it was warmer in New Jersey. Let's see what they were at. A little bit warmer, yeah. A little bit warmer, closer to around 41, 38 in Toms River. But still, we underperformed with the temperatures today, which usually doesn't happen. Usually we overperform. So it was welcome to have a colder than normal day across the area for a change. And we're going to take a look at some of the lows that were tweeted by the Weather Service. Before we do that, let's take a look at some of the observations here. That was from before the 34 and mostly cloudy. That was from this afternoon. So actually, around that was around like 1 o'clock in the city. So Gabreski Airport 29. Well, actually, it was more like like around 12, I guess. Gabreski is 29. And you will see here that you could see they started off with some clouds in the morning, and then it looked like it became mostly sunny over there, but very strong gusty winds, and it got down to 32 in the morning. Now, the previous morning, it got pretty cold. It actually, yesterday morning, the 17th, it got down to 23 at West Hampton, so it's pretty chilly. And that was actually before the secondary cold front moved through. That was all on radiational cooling. We're going to take a look at Islip now, which is the official reporting station for Long Island. 31 degrees, and you'll see here, if you look at the reports, you'll see mostly cloudy, mostly cloudy, mostly cloudy. It didn't really clear up until like 1 o'clock, and then it went to a few clouds. So that's what wound up happening there at Islip. So we did have some clouds across the area in the first part of the day, but then by the afternoon, like I said, it was nice and clear and sunny and very beautiful. So let's go take a look at our at the weather service here, because they did post a thing about the morning lows. So they actually did post something here. According to the Climate Prediction Center, it looks like the significant cold air outbreaks are not expected until the beginning of December. In both the 6 to 10 and 18 to 14 day, yeah, no one is below normal. You can see it's kind of shaded in the red here. We can look at their Twitter. Uh, let's take a look at the morning lows here. This is from the National Weather Service Twitter. Back, we're going to do it like this, so this way we get to see the whole Twitter page. So you'll see here that some areas got pretty chilly upstate. Montgomery, 24. But Long Island radiated a little bit at West Hampton, 26. But not really that much because, again, the wind was up. If the wind drops tonight, it's going to get very cold in West Hampton. Honestly, I think West Hampton could go into the teens, perhaps. This is also another nice little diagram here of La Nina, by the way. This is what you have with the La Nina pattern, generally speaking. But, it's a very general thing. There are many other factors that are involved in these long-range forecasts, and it's really hard to, nail all of them down for you. We'll look at a couple more observations. We'll look at Farmingdale as well. 33. This was as of 7 p.m. And you can see that actually they were reporting fair skies most of the day. So like I said, the west part of Long Island, like the Farmingdale, didn't really get the clouds. Really went over further out east, from I would say east of Farmingdale. There were some more clouds. I'm kind of curious if Shirley reported all those clouds too. But they did too as well, though. Yep, they did too. Well, partly cloudy. They had a few clouds. Generally, Islip was reporting a decent amount of clouds, and so is the city too. The smaller airports, you can't really get accurate cloud cover information from them. Sometimes you have to go to the really official, good official site. So, let's see, Central Park, you can see mostly cloudy, and it cleared out, like I said, around 1 o'clock. Let me see what Tom's River reported, out of curiosity. All right, Tom's River is 30, but let's see what they were reporting. They actually got overcast around 11, and then it cleared out again. But let's see what they dropped to yesterday, 26. So West Hampton beat them again. Okay, so let's go to the models here. By the way, the Hurricane Center, they just have this 0%. So they're just watching this area right here. Not even going to look at it yet. I've had enough. I think we've all had enough of the tropics. But I'm sure they'll be back, and we'll have to track another storm on this record season. So let's go to the upper air pattern, and we'll see what's going on here across the area. So let's see, you got the big ridge there that's going to unfortunately be building in, which is going to mean above normal temperatures, zonal flow, west to east across the country. You can see the zonal flow here, and when we have that zonal flow, that means the cold air. Sort of like this, but the cold air cannot come. It's not allowed to come down, basically. Just have Pacific air masses, and that's what we're going to be dealing with. So that means that it's going to be above normal. Here we go into next week. Our next little wave comes in around maybe around Thanksgiving, and then we have to wait until we get toward the first weekend before a trough could form, and then maybe as we get later on in the period, we might see some more troughiness. But generally, everything's looking above normal. Let's go look at the euro. Probably the same deal. So this is the euro. Yeah, same deal. All right, the euro is a little more of a trough. A couple of small troughs, but generally nothing really, no major cold air outbreaks like we had. Like, so what we're going through is really a very brief shot, and then we're back into the same above normal pattern we were before, unfortunately. So back to the GFS, we're going to go look at the surface here. So you get the idea of the upper air pattern that we are in. So let's go to the surface here, and we'll take a look and see what's going to be happening as we head into the end of this week. Back it up. That's way ahead. So the high still over us tomorrow, but we're going to have that cirrus moving in. You can see the west flow, looking at the isobars. And then we just have this west flow, and then you can see there's a weak high that tries to build in from the north. Our next chance of rain might be Sunday, but it's not a huge chance. Then we have this high that might try to build in from the north on Tuesday, maybe cool us down a little bit. And then a more substantial storm system comes through Wednesday and possibly overnight into Thursday. I have to see if it gets out of here for Thanksgiving or not. And then another shot of air, and this is when we would see possibly a more cool down. See, it's trying to form a coastal storm over there, or could it be a tropical storm? Probably more likely a coastal storm, but this is ways out. You can see it looks like it gets a little more interesting as we head with a little more storminess as we get into the beginning of December. So, taking a closer look at our area, let's change this to regions, please. Go look at the temperatures. So temperatures, you'll see after tonight, temperatures in the probably going to get down to maybe 25 to 30. But I think the West Hampton, if the winds calm down, it's going to go down to the teens. And maybe same thing for the airport there, west of Toms River as well. Tomorrow, though, we recover southwesterly winds. Temperatures gets us back into the mid to upper 40s, and then we warm up back into the 50s on Friday. And then there we are, upper 50s to around 60 Saturday. You can see trying to get a front through on Sunday, but we're still a little bit above normal. And then we get that little bit of cold air coming down on Tuesday with highs in the mid 40s, and then another surge of warm air there ahead of this would be the next substantial rain system, Thanksgiving night perhaps, and then for Thanksgiving a kind of a mild day, temperatures in the mid 50s. And then low 50s as you get, and then we're going into Saturday. Just tries to cool it down again. I mean, it won't be dramatically above average. We're not going to see like 70s or even 60s, but it's still going to be a little bit above average. No real cold shots. If we throw the dew point in here, I'll show you. This kind of shows you where the air is coming from, so you can see those arrows change direction. Southwesterly flow tomorrow and Friday. And then northerly flow does try to develop on Saturday. So this has the signature of maybe a backdoor style kind of front, and then maybe another cool down on Tuesday, maybe with northeasterly winds. Let's look at the skies. Obviously, we're gonna have to be dealing with that cirrus tomorrow. You'll see that plenty of cirrus around, and we'll probably be dealing with a little less of it on Friday. Maybe we won't be dealing with much of it. Saturday we'll be dealing with more clouds. Here's Sunday. We'll be dealing with more of those clouds, and then maybe we could try to get this front through enough that we can have a clear day on Tuesday. Maybe, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. And then clouds for Wednesday, and then maybe Thursday we can get out of the clouds. But this is a ways away. I'm not going to go even that far on these models. But generally with a zonal pattern, you're not really going to get a lot of nice clear days. You need that big high pressure ridge to sit over us. If you're in a zonal pattern, you're going to be dealing with cirrus. Probably it's going to be a main thing. However, lately the cirrus is overdone on some of these models, and it's probably because there's a lot less planes in the sky, which actually makes for less cirrus clouds, which is good. But you'll see more clouds tomorrow. This is the NAM. Friday looks like more clouds too. So as far as that goes, I can look at the RGEM clouds as well. But you'll see again the same deal with the cirrus. You can clearly see that. This kind of shows up. You can actually see the cloud types better on this. You can tell that that's cirrus cloudiness. And Friday too, we'll be dealing with some of that cirrus cloudiness as well, and possibly Saturday as well. So it won't really be a great pattern for clear skies, at least not for the next couple of days. And again, it's zonal. If I pull out, if we actually go to our we'll use Ventus Sky, it's fine. If we look at the Ventus Sky site, then I'll wrap up this weather update. I'll just show you the jet stream here. Alright, we're just going to show you the jet stream here so you get an idea of what's going to be happening. So you can see we have that trough in the east, but as we move it along into, say, Friday, you can see it starts. Look at that zonal flow right there. So that zonal flow means Pacific air. It doesn't mean nice air from Canada. So that's what we're going to be dealing with, unfortunately. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Good news is it does stay dry. So at least that's the good news. No rain until maybe Sunday, and probably not a substantial rain until next Wednesday. So that's going to be it for this weather update. Have a great night.